We keep ourselves busy because we fear being alone. This is not a question. I want to talk about a session I had today, and I saw something a little bit different. It's not totally new. We have heard many times from psychology that we keep ourselves busy so that we will not be alone. In this case, though, today, I did not necessarily see in this client's aura that she's afraid of being alone, because all I saw was she's trying to change the world and she wants to do everything and help everybody. And I thought, okay, one of those. However, while she was lying down during the session, her soul shows me we need to get her past the fear she has of being alone. And I say to her, okay, now you have a fear of being alone and we need to find the source of this. And she says, no, I like being alone. I like having some time to myself. And I hear her soul say, keep insisting. So then I was not going to convince her otherwise. I said, play along with me for 1 minute. Ask your soul, what happened to me last time I was alone for a long period of time? Last time in a session usually means in a previous life. She asks the question, and the soul showed her the image where they had killed her for whatever reason. I don't know whether it was a robbery or whether they had killed her for another reason, but because she was alone at that time, or as soon as she left the body, or when we come back again, we come back in the same vibration we left. So when she came back to this earth and took the body she has now, she brought with her the memory of being killed when she was left alone. And now, every cell in her body is trying to keep busy, trying to do this, that, and the other, trying to help everybody so that she will never be alone. So if you feel like this might be you as well, only if you feel like it might be you, sit down somewhere, take slow, deep breaths. Even if you might not think that you are afraid to be alone, like she did not think this, because she was so busy, she did like her few moments that she was alone. So even if you say, no, I like being alone, if you feel like this might represent you, sit down somewhere quietly, put your hand on the middle of your chest, on your heart chakra, and say something like, in this life, I am happy when I am alone. Or, in this life, I am safe when I am alone. This way, we reprogram the body, and then the body itself isn't looking to constantly be busy. Because some of us are so busy, we don't live, we don't learn, we don't experience. Because we are constantly doing instead of constantly being. This does not mean you do not need to do anything at all. But as Americans say, sometimes you need to stop and smell the coffee. They actually say, smell the roses. But who cares about roses? Smell the coffee. It smells so much better. Now, In this particular case, with this particular client, she was also terrified of losing her boyfriend. Because she was of a certain age, she must have believed, she probably believes, that if she loses her boyfriend after that, she will be alone. So when I tried to tell her that, look, you need to stop mothering your boyfriend because his soul will get bored and eventually leave. At that moment, you could see the terror in the muscles of her face. So again, if you feel like this might be you, simply say, in this life I am happy when I am alone. And this way, the fear of losing your boyfriend or your husband will go away and you will not attract it so easily. You've heard the phrase, whatever we fear actually happens. It's not necessarily because we fear it. It is more because we focus on it. Whatever we focus on actually happens. So if you do have a fear of losing your partner, keep telling your body that you are happy when you are alone. Do not confuse this with, if I keep telling my body this, then I will lose my partner in order to be alone. No, not at all. What we want to do is release the fear that we have of being alone. About 99% of the people have this fear. So there's no judgment. But whatever way we can find to release it will help us to not attract it so easily. Let's see what else. Nothing else. I will leave it at this. Again, this was nothing new, but sometimes you hear things 99 times and it's the 100th time that we get it. I will leave it at this.